Once you have your students' grades completed through Flubaroo, you may want to email them their scores. I like to do this so that they can complete corrections and turn those in and learn from some of the mistakes that they've made. And that's really easy to do. Again, all you need to do is go up to add-ons at the top, Flubaroo, and click email grades. And what that will do is it pops up a window and you're able to determine which question used for the email address. If you are within Google Apps for Education, like many schools and businesses are, well, schools, you can have it automatically collect the email address, and it chose for me your email address. You can include the list of questions and scores opposed to just the scores, saying you got 5 out of 10 correct or 6 out of 6, whatever. You can include an answer key if you'd like. I do not, because I want my students to come up with the answers on their own. And I want to include a message. So I put in, here are the results of today's assessment. Please review the questions and have your corrections turned in tomorrow. And then you click continue, and what it will do is it goes through and it sends out that email for you. After it does that, you'll get the notification that says so many were successfully emailed, but one or however many were not due to an error with the email address, and then you'll be able to look back and see where that is. It says you may exceed your daily email quota. I've never had an issue with that. I don't remember what the quota is, but it hasn't been a problem. You can look back through here and it will show you under email grade an X if the student received their score. And here we can see that it was Ralph Wiggum who did not receive his score because for the email address he wrote in what's an email. Okay, so you can talk to that student individually. If you do not want to email a particular student their score, you can go and manually put in the X before you grade it, or before you email it, excuse me. Or if you want to email it again, you can just delete the X and go through the process again, and it will just email those students. When they get the email, it will look like this. It will say, here's your grade for, and whatever the title of the assignment was. It is a no reply from within your domain. So schools like mine, where they have it email addresses close to within the domain, it still goes to those students. Up at the top it tells you your score. It gives you a message from the teacher. Remember, that's what I put in. But it also tells you first name, last name, email address, and the submission time, which helps you confirm, yes, that is mine, or I got emailed the wrong one. I like that you can scroll down and it shows you pretty clearly if you got the question correct or incorrect, how many points it was worth, and what your answer was, so that you can look at the question and go, oh, I made a mistake. I did 1851 instead of 1937, or whatever the answer is for that. You can look at something like, what is the capital of Louisiana? The way that it's set up right now is Baton Rouge had to be spelled correctly, and there had to be correct capitals. So if they did not capitalize Baton Rouge correctly, it would have been marked as incorrect. So that's what the students will receive.